The joint address to Congress.
So what you think about it last night? I got some topics too, bro. I want to talk about a few things, but what you think about it?
Overall, it was long, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was.
I enjoyed hearing all the stories, some sad stories, but some good stories. I thought Trump did some honorable things. Obviously, it was really, really sad showing by the Democrats not standing up at all for anything.
Yeah.
And then their little, signs that they had that they were putting up. It was just like, come on,
Immature.
man. Guys, we're in front of the whole entire country and you're doing this. Like, y'all look like little kids. So, a little immature, but your thoughts?
My thoughts was I'm in agreement with you. I thought Trump did fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he articulated himself well. He spoke well, and he had a few gut punches in there too.
You sure did.
He had a few. The Pocahontas one.
Yeah, Pocahontas was great, and so was when he started talking about the Doge.
Oh man, he was killing him. He was killing him.
Listen, that part was funny.
Yo, and then you could kind of see like Elon Musk was kind of like awkward. Like
Yeah,
he was like he didn't know what to do. Like he was like he was like, and it was like, yeah, good job. John was like, good job.
Yeah, good job.
But I want to talk about, what did you think about the gold card?
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really understand it all the way. Maybe you can enlighten me, but from what I understand, it's just anybody from anywhere in the world could spend $5 million in order to start a business here and get permanent residency.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't researched it. I don't know much about it, but just from hearing that, what do you think about that? Like,
well, it's a good way to eliminate our deficit. That's for sure.
I mean, so.
If there are really rich people that see value in starting a business here and moving to this country, man, we're gonna get some really wealthy people from around the world that will do it. But my thought is, why wouldn't wealthy people just apply for a visa and then just come here and start a business anyway? Through the many ways that you can start a business. So I don't really understand all the back end stuff.
I think the gold card gives you
Permanent residency. That's true.
The immediate access to being a citizen.
That's true. Well, no, you become a permanent resident.
Okay.
But it is a kind of like entry into becoming a citizen for sure.
Sooner than having a green card.
More than likely.
Right. Because you're coming into a country and adding value, virtue, and employing other people. Me personally, I haven't done my research, but just from the sound of it, it sounds really good. Like,
think about it. $5 million, you get 10 people that do it, that's $50 million. You get 100 people that do it, that's $500 million. If you get 1,000 people that do it, that's already a lot of money.
Yeah, it's $5 billion.
We're talking about $5 billion.
It's fantastic.
That's just literally 1,000 people. So, yeah, it is potential for sure.
And, I mean, just to think about the things that we've wasted money on in the government. Like,
when he was going in off that spending, that was so crazy.
Yo, and that's a hot topic right now, the governmental spending, because I can't remember one or the last time the government was publicly audited.
That's true.
Not one.
Like this, I don't think it's ever happened to this degree.
That they were being held accountable. Wasteful things like millions to the LGBTQI, and I think in India or something. Sesame Street in what country?
Man, there was all kinds of crazy things. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yo, it's crazy.
I'm gonna try to find it real quick for you.
Then they, insane.
I gotta find.
What else? I should have brought some, but they had that, and then billions going to government to do what? Man, to do nothing really. There's a few things.
I'm not able to find the exact specific ones.
They're out there.
But I remember that he mentioned that there was like millions of dollars to going to a LGBTQ
QI.
group.
He said, "I yo, what the heck?"
Like somewhere that I don't even know where it was. It was so weird.
Yeah.
And then there was like millions of dollars going to an Afro-Latino group in Colombia. I don't know if you heard that one.
Yeah, I saw that too.
$8 million to promote LGBTQI+. in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender. This is real.
I heard that one.
I just my thought is like, okay, I understand we're trying to do good in the world, like we're trying to help everybody in the world, but man, what about the people right here? We got homeless people everywhere in our country.
Billions to Ukraine.
Oh my gosh.
And first of all, Zelensky, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Help me help you. That's what Trump is saying. Help me help you.
Pretty much.
Help me help you. And for the Democrats,
He's like Kevin Hart right now.
to stand up and applaud when they talk about war. I've never see somebody clap about death.
Yeah.
People dying, families and sons getting separated.
Yep.
And they was clapping about war. Y'all want war?
And then when Trump says there's a potential way to end this war, not one Democrat stands up and claps, from what I saw.
They getting paid.
That they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Gotta be something.
Bro, that war is a money laundering war. I guarantee you that. They getting paid. You think Zelensky ain't breaking them boys off? Hey, you give me this money, I'm going to send you something on this little account. I know they flipping that money. Zelensky, I know you flipping that money,
That's
boy.
crazy.
Oh, you was flipping it. You better stop. Trizzy going to find out. I'm telling you. Trizzy going to find
I think
out.
he already did. That's why he cut it off.
But I thought that was crazy, unique. And then think about, like, I thought that was a beautiful story about how they're passing that law naming it after Lincoln Riley.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I didn't know
Sad
she was raped and killed on her own campus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's terrible. It's terrible. But it's good that one thing that really irked me is that Trump shared some stories of people that went through really atrocious things. I understand that obviously, politically, Trump is doing these things and it helps him to look good. However, he could have just said, no, I'm not going to worry about this. I'm not going to care about this or these people, and I'm just going to keep it moving and worry about other things. But he took his time to actually acknowledge Lincoln Riley, to acknowledge the young boy who had brain cancer, to acknowledge the mother of the daughter that was brutally killed, right, by an illegal immigrant. So there's just
and the firefighter
and
that
the
covered
firefighter,
his wife and daughter.
Yeah, for sure. And
Butler, Pennsylvania.
Butler, right? So, man, and then nobody on the Democrat side gets up to applaud these people who lost their lives. It's a shame, man. And
as Americans, it's a shame.
As an American, okay, I don't care what your political affiliation is. You should have enough respect to at least clap for these people that have gone through such tragedies.
And they didn't, and that showed me so much character. Like, y'all have piss poor character right now because you hate a man that you once loved and adored in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s when y'all was buddies and friends. Mm-hmm. But as soon as that man say, hey, man, I'm about to put my name in a hat for president, all of a sudden he's a racist.
Yep.
All of a sudden he crushed him. He said, we're going to drain the swamp, and no longer can a bureaucrat weaponize the American government against their opponent.
That was good when he said that.
And he looked at him, he said, didn't really work out that well for you guys, did it?
It was interesting because I was surprised. He said it really early in his speech. He said, there's nothing I can do to make you guys clap, nothing to make you smile. Nothing. I don't know if you caught that. He's like, I could cure cancer, and even still, you wouldn't clap. I'm like, golly.
They stood there like this.
And they stood there. Man, it's crazy. But, I was sharing with somebody earlier because they asked me what I thought about it, too. And so I sent them a scripture, actually. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3. Yeah. And this is what it says. Ready? It says,
oh, this is good. I know it.
But know this, that in the last days, perilous times will come, for men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers without self control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, denying its power, and from such people turn away. And in a different version, it says it like this: it says, people will call evil good.
Yeah.
So you go and you watch CNN, you watch MSNBC, and it's almost like they're saying that it's okay that the Democrats did this, that it's good that they sat down. But what people don't see is that this is creating division. It's creating
Yeah.
more division, and our country ends up being worse off
Disunity.
for it. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's like
Wow.
it's almost like it's a like the what is it called? The Cold War? It's like a cold civil war.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, because
Unofficially.
because the Democrats are doing whatever they can to oppose the Republicans. Whatever they can to oppose Trump. And it's, for lack of better words, it's asinine.
You know, there was a session like very, very recently. I'm talking about like this week in Congress. And unfortunately, the bill that was proposed did not pass because every single Democrat voted no.
I wonder what bill that was.
I forgot exactly what the topic was, but it wasn't even bad. Like, it could be a bipartisan issue, but because they're so focused on having this division, it's like, are we ever going to pass laws or bills if we're just going to play this game where if it's not Republican that created the bill, then we're not going to do it, or if it's not Democrat, we're not going to do it?
You know, I don't even think the Republicans think like that. I think most Republicans have an open mind. They're for
Common sense.
yeah, bringing common sense back to the world. But I also think Republicans, from what I understand and what I've seen, that they're looking for people who are willing to work hard for what they want, have good character, good merit, and they're okay with that stuff. Like, they don't really care too much about race. They don't really care too much about things that are not pertaining to the American people, right? And it's crazy. I was just thinking about that. Trump signed a mandate to go get that guy out of prison in Russia.
That was beautiful.
Yo,
With his mother there, that
How
was
you-
beautiful.
I'm like, Biden, how
do you
can
not do
Trump get
this?
that done and you go get Brittany Griner?
Crazy.
How you go get her and she does nothing? She ain't doing nothing for you.
Listen.
She ain't even come out and do a campaign thing for you.
Nothing.
And you left this grown man. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying right there. Like, that kind of stuff just is just idiotic.
Makes you ask questions.
But I'll say another thing is, I wanted to talk to you. What do you think about the tariffs?
So tariffs, I mean, unfortunately, they're going to have repercussion. You know, other countries are going to do the same thing. They're not going to be happy about it. But the truth of the matter is, if we're getting pushed over, we got to do something about it. So I think it's going to cause conversations that maybe haven't been had in a while to be had.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's good.
If we're getting screwed over,
That's good.
We're going to push back a little bit because we need to make up on this deficit, and we need to worry about the citizens of this country. We can't afford to have homeless and poor people because we cannot protect our own people. Like, and I'm talking about that's a very simple issue. There's a lot more complex issues that we have. Social Security. They're saying it's going to run out. Brother, what do you mean it's going to run out? You mean to tell me when I turn 65, if I got no money, I'm going to just die because I got no money, I'm going to end up homeless? So we have to really do the things that, look, we got a lot of programs that are part of our country today because of bipartisan voting into law.
Right.
Medicaid. You know, Trump doesn't like Medicaid. He doesn't like Obamacare, right? He says that it could have been way done better, whatever. But fortunately, we got something. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's not going to exist if we don't get this money situation right. So my point with all of this is, if we get these tariffs right and we can save some money so that we can do things for the people of our country, including removing income tax, which who wouldn't want income tax removed? I don't care if you're independent, Democrat, Republican. You want income tax
Yes.
gone. You want more money for your family, for your future.
And you're lying if
Come on.
you say you don't.
You're lying if you say you don't. And if you're mad about Doge cutting all these random things so that we can save money, and you're saying that it's for billionaires so that they can get rich, come on, man. That's not common sense.
No.
You have to understand that there's a greater plan. And if you think that way, you probably never had a business. You probably never ran a business, or
No.
you probably have no money.
Biden's tax laws affected the middle class American. It affected the
100%.
mother and father who brings home $35,000 a year.
100%.
It didn't affect the rich of the rich.
Yeah, 100%.
First of all, you the rich of the rich.
Yeah.
Joe, you the rich of the rich. Hillary, you the rich of the rich.
They're already rich.
Nancy with $200+ million in your bank account. What you
already rich.
talking about?
They're already rich.
Right? So I think with the tariffs,
I gotta hit the air horn on that.
I think with the tariffs, when I really think about it, because it affects my industry, because they're putting tariffs on all foreign
Supplies,
aluminum,
steel.
copper, steel, and the HVAC
That's all of that.
industry. That's all of those things: copper, aluminum, and steel. And it's going to raise the prices of businesses, of the market, and things of that nature. And if the prices are raised, then the owners raise the pricing because they have to make their profit, right? Because we live in a free capital America. And then as well, that's going to put some strain on the American person, just like eggs has already put a strain on the American people. Just like chicken, butter is expensive.
Yeah, I mean,
Hold
everything's
Bro.
expensive right now.
Beef bacon is $8.
It's been bread for a while though.
That's crazy.
It's been
Hey,
expensive.
get the beef bacon down.
But let's just talk about it real quick, because okay, eggs being expensive is not really Trump's fault,
No, it's not.
and people are blaming him for that. Obviously, there's multiple reasons why. Eggs were already going up before Trump came in office, but then the bird flu comes and all these chickens start dying, which is already sus as it is. But then you got these eggs that are becoming super expensive for a dozen. Inflation was already happening. I remember last year we talked about somebody who had that Walmart receipt. They compared it from 2020 to 2024.
Oh, my
And it
gosh.
was literally the same exact receipt except for 2024 was literally like $100 more, which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
To think about
in a matter of 4 years.
4 years, you're talking about $100 the first receipt, $200 the second receipt. That's a 100% increase on your groceries. That's wild.
That's
But
wild.
anyways, man, nonetheless, I think that Trump has good ideas, and I hope that they'll be carried out. I think he gave a fair warning. He said, hey, the tariffs are going to be bumpy. We're going to get some repercussion for it, but it will be worth it. And I agree. I think so. I think it'll be worth it. But people need to be smart about their money right now. You can't just go and spend and squander your money right now. You need to actually hold your money or
Yes.
invest into something that's going to make you more money. Don't think that you can live paycheck to paycheck right now just balling out. Like, no. It's going to get expensive,
money
and that's
up.
okay. Yeah. And listen, this is the time where you have to be mindful about things like your supplies, your equipment at home, your AC, all these things. Because if all of this is getting more expensive, you got to make sure you're maintaining these things. You're being responsible. Because if it breaks, guess what? It's going to cost more money.
It's going to cost so much money. That's a good point. Man, I'm going to use that tomorrow. Look, sales
pitch.
Sales
Bam.
pitch. Dang, appreciate that.
Got you, brother. Yes,
That's
sir.
what I'm talking about.
Cool.
But there's this book by Tim Grover. He trained Michael Jordan, famous trainer. And he wrote a book. I forgot what the name of the book is, but he, I want to say, I don't know the name of the book, but I'm going to talk about it. There's 3 main things in this book. He said he calls them coolers, closers, and cleaners. Trump is a cleaner. I'm going to tell you why. A cooler is just your average Joe. Average guy on the basketball or football team. They come, they show up, they work out, they do the bare minimum, right? They play the game. They do well. Then you have closers. Closers are people that when you need the game to be closed, they'll close it. Kevin Durant, he'll close the game. Dwayne Wade, he'll close the game. What's the name? Harden, he'll close the game. Even Russell Westbrook, they're closers. Scottie Pippen, closer. But when you get a cleaner, they come and clean house. Start something new. Culture changes. Energy in the room changes. Team transforms.
That's that Kobe,
Kobe,
Michael. I would even say Jimmy Butler, because the way that he changed the organization.
Bro, he always say on just Jimmy thing because he's Miami guy.
Think about where Miami went before Jimmy Butler, then when he came to Miami. Think about the Golden State Warriors. That's his team. Bro,
whose team is that?
Golden State. That's your team.
Yeah, that's my. My team. But
Jimmy just got there, and guess what? They've only lost one game since he got there.
Yeah,
Culture shock. I got you though. Tom,
I get you.
Kobe.
Jimmy got to win something first.
He ain't a GOAT. Don't worry about it.
Tom,
but yes,
Patrick Mahomes.
Kobe, Patrick Mahomes,
and I would even say Jalen Hurts.
I don't know him well enough to say that.
But okay, Nick Saban.
I mean, yeah, that's good.
Cleaner.
That's good.
So my point is, Trump is a cleaner. He cleans house.
You know who's a cleaner? Coach Carter. That's a cleaner.
Coach Carter from the movie? Yeah. Coach Carter. He's a cleaner. But it's a good book. I forgot what the book is called. Gosh, it's by Tim Grover. But you want somebody that's running your country as a cleaner. Yeah. He's going to clean house. He's going to clean up a mess and start a whole new culture, a whole new wave. He's going to transform things. And right now, that's exactly what Trump is doing. He's cleaning house.
He is, but I think people are afraid, and it's because it's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
But in order to grow, you have to get uncomfortable.
Got to get uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure. I agree, man. I think he's going to clean house. He's going to do a lot of things that we're just not expecting. But, man, if you hang through that ride, man, it's going to look good at the end of the tunnel.
Man, you just got to look. You guess what? America's still awesome. America's still great. It's still the number one country that everybody wants to come into. That's why I can't stand some of these American. I've seen a video of an American dad crying about, I think, deporting some illegal immigrants and talking about he hates his country. He hates America.
That's crazy.
I'm like, well, if you hate America so much,
peace out,
bro. Go.
Yeah, peace out.
Go. Take you and your family.
Yeah, your whole family.
Take your kids out the school system.
Go ahead.
Leave your job.
But
as a matter of fact, if you got an American car, leave that too. Go get you one of these foreign boys.
Yeah, guess what? He ain't gonna do it though.
I ain't gonna do it. You know why?
He ain't gonna do it.
He good. He comfortable here.
Of course.
He loves his job. He loves the little house you live in. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Talk about you hate your country. You lying.
It's stupid. Maybe not liking or agreeing with something is okay, but don't say you hate your country. This is the greatest country on earth. Bro, look at my crib. Like, I don't got to worry about somebody trying to break into my house in the middle of the night.
They better not. They don't get blasted.
I'm in Texas. It ain't going to work out for you.
You don't get blasted.
You got guns in Texas, right?
And I don't mind standing my ground.
My point, right? But you go to another country, literally, what, UK? Y'all ain't got guns out there. I'm not even trying to knock UK.
They got knives.
Like that. They got knives, though. You get stabbed out there. But what I'm saying is we have what many countries wish they had. I think man, you know what I love about the U.S.? People from everywhere come here. Everywhere. They visit, but they come live here. And you talk to people, and they tell me, like, I have a Venezuelan lady that I see often, and she tells me all the time, our country is so terrible. The politics, the government, the police are so corrupt.
But you live here.
You know what? They don't want to go back. They want to live here. They talk about their country. I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
About their
country. Oh, Venezuela's terrible.
Right? I'm talking about all these other countries, and they say, man, it's so bad. Like, I wish it was like this over there. Right? So all I have to say is, man, back to the point, join Congress, address.
Look, overall, it was good.
I think it was good. Let's see what happens a year from now, 2 years from now. Let's see where we're at.
Yo, pray for Trump.
I'm rooting for Trump. I'm praying for him. I'm believing God that it would be a good 4 years, and I hope a great one. And I hope that Congress, the Senate would all work together all the branches would work together to just get things done that really matter for the American people.
Amen to that. Can I share something?
Sure.
I think this is just a little hunch. I think we're going to get another 4 years
Oh.
of a Republican.
Oh, I hope so.
I think JD.
I'm about to say, please
I think
not.
JD.
Please not another 4 years of Trump. That'd be crazy because that's not even legal.
That's not legal, but I think JD.
We'll see.
We'll see though.
He has to prove himself. I like JD a lot. I think he's great. I think he's very politically correct.
But the
He's
dynamic,
very sharp.
man. You see the dynamic.
Great responses. They're a good fit.
Do you
They're a
see
very good fit.
The dynamic.
I love
is
the way
crazy.
he spoke with Zelensky. By
Oh
the
yeah,
way.
he came at
Woo,
Zelensky.
he came after Zelensky's
Good job.
head.
Good job, boy.
Vance.
Good job.
He came after Zelensky's head.
But the dynamic is crazy. Like, think about for real. Think about it. Think about your mentor in
Yes.
your life,
Yes.
mine,
Yes. It's true.
and then our ages.
For sure. For sure.
Think about Trump and Vance
Mm-hmm.
in their ages.
Yeah.
He's getting a crash course
100%.
of being the chief executive of the most powerful nation in the world.
Yeah.
And learning from a billionaire who doesn't need the job. And you know how much wisdom is stored up in Trump's life? I can only imagine. And then JD's what, 38, 39?
He's young.
He's young. And he's getting all of this
I think
right
he just
now.
turned 40, yeah.
Yeah, so it's and I'm just thinking about our lives. We have that same dynamic.
That's true.
So, you know, it's a beautiful thing to see. So I'm with you, man.
Absolutely, man. Wonderful, man. Well, look, we out of here. We about to go to sleep. I'm about to go to sleep, shoot.
Yeah, it's late.
So